First Peter chapter 3, Lesson 10. First Peter chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. Likewise, you wives, being in subjection to your own husbands, so that even if some are rebelling against the word, through the wife's way of life they may be won to Christ without a word spoken, while they behold your blameless, respectful way of life. Let us start here. God is going to ask a lot from women who, after they are saved, they find their husbands are not happy about it. But for those of us who claim to be saved, we should make sure our wives do not regret being married to us. The picture on the left is exactly what God asks a wife not to do if she wants to win her husband. God, who made men and women and instituted marriage, knows men need respect and women need love. This is not just a want, it is a need that they must have. The recipe for winning an husband is quiet respect. But the recipe for winning an unsaved wife is respectful love. It does not need to be quiet love because she likes to talk, but it needs to be respectful. Wives, that is not true of husbands. They like quiet respect. I'm sorry, but God agrees with me. Believing husbands, if you plug your ears and do not talk to her, she will feel unloved and disrespect you. And every man knows that if she speaks disrespectful, he will not listen. Saved husbands, this is not an excuse, which we will see in verse 7. But wives of unsaved husbands, you likewise have no excuse. Your husband is not saved, and God is asking you to set aside your rights to be loved to help God save your husband. 1 Peter 3 through 6. Whose adorning? Let it not be that outward braiding the hair, and of wearing of gold, or putting on fashionable worldly apparel, but let it be the hidden woman of the heart, in an attitude untainted by the world, of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great price in the sight of God. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, subjecting themselves to their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters you are, as long as you do well, and are not afraid, but confident. Subjecting and respect are one and the same in action. Most importantly, it is to their own husbands. Women and even men too often dress and act to impress others. However, this does not mean being a trophy wife of the heart, as described in verse 4, is wrong. Confident. Trusting in God to bring about the husband's salvation if God's suggestions are followed.